Okay, so in this video, we are going to be installing WordPress. If you already know how to install WordPress, you can skip this video because that's all we're going to do in here. Once we get past the installation stage, we'll be going to the next video. Okay, so what you want to do, first of all, you're going to have your own hosting account and domain name, and then we're going to use our self-hosted WordPress. So you get that at wordpress.org. So very simply, you go to download WordPress, and then you download the most current version in zip format. So we'll just click here. Okay, and then that's downloading it for us. Okay, so here is the WordPress file. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to extract this. I use 7-zip, which you can download for free, but you can also use the extract all program that's built into Windows. I just find that it's a bit slow. Okay, so I'm going to do extract files, and that's going to extract everything. Now, what we need to do now is go up to our control panel on our web server. We're going to need to create a database. So let's go do that. Okay, so once you've logged into your control panel, you'll find the databases section, and then I'm going to use the database wizard. Okay, now you should already know what you're creating a website for, so you might want to name the database something to do with that. I'm just going to call mine RD for responsive design. Next step. I'm going to give it the same name here, but you should give it a different name. Okay, let's use the password generator. Copy this. Okay, and then say that we've copied to a safe place. We'll use the password, and we'll create the user. Okay, now we want to give it all privileges. Next step. Okay, here it is. So what we want to do now is open up a notepad session so that we can save all this. Okay, so I got my password in here. And then we can copy the rest of it right from the control panel page here. So this is our user and our database name. Just copy this onto our notepad here because we're going to need it when we get to the WordPress install. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to upload to our server. So what we want to do is open up FileZilla. Okay, so on the left side we navigate to where the files are that we want to upload. So here's all our WordPress stuff. On the right side will be our server where we're going to upload to. Okay, so you've already got your domain name and hosting account. So all you got to do is put in your host here, which is your domain name, and then the username and password for your hosting account, and then do a quick connect, and that'll connect you up. You can also use the site manager if you go to File, and then you go to Site Manager. You can go in there and set up all of your domains so that it's easy for you to get to them. Okay, so I've connected up to my domain name here and my hosting. So I'm going to create a directory, and I'm just going to call it RD for responsive design. Okay, so you can put your install wherever you want in the root. So you just type in your domain name and the site comes right up. Or what I'm going to do, I have to type in my domain name /RD to bring up my website. Okay, so now what I want to do is upload all of this. So we just select them all. Control A will select everything, right click, and upload. Okay, so now we just wait for this to upload to our server. Okay, so now everything is uploaded to the directory that I chose here. So all we have to do now is key into our browser bar the location where we upload it. So my domain name /RD. So let's go key that in. Okay, so hit enter here. Okay, so create a configuration file. It'll try and do that for us. Okay, so let's go. Tell us we need our database name and the other information. So we put all that in here. So our user and database name I made the same, so I just have to copy this once. Otherwise, you have to copy the proper parameter into the proper place here. Database username. Now, back here, we got to go get password. Copy. Paste in here. Localhost. This is usually right, but it won't be on some systems like GoDaddy. But you can easily find out by bringing up phpMyAdmin in your control panel. So let's go back there. Okay, so back to our database section and then phpMyAdmin. Okay, and if you look right up here beside my mouse, you'll see it says localhost. So that is our database host name. Okay, and then our prefix should change this. I'm just going to call it RD underscore, responsive design. Don't leave it at WP because it is a bit of a security risk. Now the reason this is here is so that we can install multiple instances of WordPress in a single database. It uses this table prefix per install. Okay, so you can just click submit. Okay, run the install. Okay, so our site title. You should already know who you're creating a site for and what the title is going to be. I'm just going to call this responsive design experts. Okay, username. Okay, let's roll down a bit here. So our password. Try and get a strong one there. I don't care really at this point because I'm just going to delete this when we're done here. Put in your email address. It's going to email you some information. And then down here, allow search engines to index this site. You're probably going to want that. You can turn it off during design time if you want and turn it back on later inside the settings. Okay, so click install. Okay, so let's log in. Okay, and here we are. We've now got WordPress installed. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to start putting together our website.